Welcome back to Command West, a Commanders podcast where we tackle the latest Washington football team news and answer the hard-hitting questions like, is Bill a top 5 running back in the conference? We'll cover that and a lot more on tonight's episode of Command West. I'm one of your hosts, Bradley Roach.
What's up, Tico Wells, DC's own heartbeat?
I'm Edmund Passarelli III.
I'm Donnie Roach coming to you from Coos Bay in Oregon. I'm on the road sitting in an RV. So
And we
let's see how this
have
goes.
a very awesome 31-6 victory over the Chargers to talk about. We got a dub
Wait,
this
what?
weekend.
Hold on. Do you have the score wrong?
Oh, what was
27
the
to
one I
10.
saw was 27-10, but
Oh,
You
you
know,
guys
who's
must
counting?
be you guys
Who's
must be counting Mikey Sandersstill's jump off sides and a drop touchdown in the end zone. And I just refuse to count those points. Yeah.
yes.
I don't refuse to count dumb mistakes like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So we have a 27-10 victory over the Chargers. Still impressive. 3 scores. Good, big win. Big, like huge
Yeah,
win.
big win.
Sloppy. Yes. But big win.
but
big win.
Biggest win of the season, I think. Is
Biggest
it safe
win
to
of the
say?
season. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a team that was 3-1 2 weeks ago. Obviously, now they're 3-2. They had a pretty surprising loss to the Giants. Some would say. But any given Sunday, and then we come into their house and we give them a 3-score beating. I have some thoughts and feelings about this game that suggest that this was a scarier, sketchier game than I think it looks on the scoreboard. But let's not get into that just yet. Let's talk about what the hell went right in this game, guys.
Woo!
A lot,
like
from my perspective.
it was tied up at 10-10 at the half, right?
Yeah.
And then we didn't allow them to score in the second half at all.
In 3 quarters, mind you.
That's right.
We didn't allow them to score for 3 quarters.
That's right.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
there you go.
Just so everybody knows, again, my dad, Donnie Roach, is in Coos Bay right now, so his connection might be a little shaky. So if you see him cutting in and out, that's why that is.
Has nothing to do with having to
doing
deal
my
with
best.
the RV.
He is here.
I'm doing
That's
my
all we want.
best.
And it was weird to see Jaden out there again. It's like it seems like, where's he been? Like the hype has not been around.
I
him
felt
quite.
like it was like a rookie out there again. I'm like, who's this new guy?
Yeah, who's this new guy?
Yeah.
And the thing about it was because the hype train is gone from last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
We made it all the way to the championship.
Mm-hmm.
This year, it's kind of like he's under the radar. You know what I'm saying? He's under the radar. He's been hurt a little bit.
Yep.
Mariota came in, did a great job in his absence.
Yep.
We know we got our backup together.
Mm-hmm.
He came in there and just played loose, had fun. He was smiling. He's still talking to the defense after they chase him out of bounds. He's looking back there. Yeah, you missed me, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And just having a ball out there.
He looked
in
sharp.
Hollywood style too. Being out in LA
In
at
LA.
SoFi, just like
It's his home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember when we went to the game last year?
He's back home, right?
Yeah.
But you said
Sorry.
when we went to the game last year, when we played the Rams and we got beat, there was this whole feeling of
Actually, that was
Rams
2
house.
years ago. Can you believe it?
it
That was
2?
2 seasons ago.
That was
2
Yeah.
years ago. Yeah.
We had Jacoby. When we had Jacoby.
Right. So
That's right.
the parallel that I'm making of those is that we had a lot of we had a lot of Commander fans in the house, and there was a lot of red mixing in with that blue and gold or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Powder blue. They played powder blue against us.
It was a
and
cool uniform combo that we were watching that Sunday. The all whites and the powder blue. I looked at my buddy. I was like, this is a kind of a cool combo that we're seeing.
It was good, but I mean, it also found out it was a little puffy. I don't know.
But Eddie, to your point, you could hear the Commander chant.
Yeah,
You
they
know
were
what I
there.
mean?
We had a presence.
You heard the
Yeah,
Luke with the big Luke catch. we'll talk about in a little bit, which was huge. I think to your guys' point, Jaden being out there was kind of a sigh of relief to me. It was like we got our boy back.
Yep.
Oh, it took him a second to get into the game.
He's like,
right?
oh, I'm playing
2-3 and
football
outs in the beginning. Slow start. We didn't want to see that, but we knew that could happen because he just hasn't played in 2 weeks. And when he in the 2 games he played, he didn't really get into a rhythm. I felt like the like Tico said, the second half, especially, and maybe that last drive of the first half, we really got into a rhythm. And Jaden, you can feel Jaden start to get a little bit more comfortable, not holding on to the ball as much. I think he did that in the beginning of this game, held on to it a little bit too much, had a couple times where he could have let it go and missed some guys just slightly. Even if they might have caught it, it was behind him. I think he did that a couple times this game. There's one, and it's funny because it was right after one of the best throws I've seen in my whole life. But Debo at the end of the half, he hits Debo on a beautiful crossing route, and that's where we were able to get the field goal. But it's here,
Right?
It's here. Debo's walking out of bounds, and we have 12 seconds
right.
to be able to go towards the end zone. And you could just see that he's still just a little bit, but then there's 4 or 5 plays this game that only Jaden Daniels can make. That deep bomb to Luke McCaffrey is perfect. Beautiful catch, Luke.
Beautiful.
My God.
He just proved himself to be
oh my gosh.
I think they're using Luke pretty well. I think they're using Luke, they're bringing him along slowly. We didn't really miss Terry.
Well, I was about to say,
Terry comes back,
I always miss
going to
Terry.
be a bonus.
I was about to say the best throw he's had all season. I miss Terry because it was dropped for a touchdown. Freaking Jaden gets some pressure, rolls out on the run, dart in the back of the end zone. Chris Moore drops it. And I'm like, if that's Terry, that's a touchdown. So I miss Terry on that play. And then the other play I want to highlight that's a Jaden play that no other quarterback in the league can make is falling backwards, 4th down. Like I don't know about you guys. I thought he was throwing it out of bounds.
I thought he was throwing it out of bounds.
I thought that
was. I thought that was.
It just fell right in the breadbasket. I'm like, okay. But let's talk about this. We're talking about how good Jaden looked back there. He was a little cautious in the beginning. Obviously, it's first game back, feeling like this brace is kind of hindering him. He started running a little bit and didn't want to know if he could run. Should I run? But
changed his
cleats up. He didn't have to run because Little Bill was doing his tricks, and Little Bill was setting him up for all these nice passes and letting him sit in the pocket because they knew they had to play for that guy. Now this guy's getting 10 yards a carry. What was his average? Like 7?
I think he was 7.
6 or 7 yards a carry.
I think he was 111 for 12 or something.
14
carries.
Almost 8 yards. Almost 8 yards a carry is his average. 7.93. Yeah.
Right.
And a 27 yard longest carry.
Yeah.
Right. 2 touchdowns.
I think that's really important to highlight, Tico, because this is a real 8 yards a carry. It's not he had a 60-yard run and his average looks really good. Like his long was 30. Don't get me wrong, that's a great run, but it wasn't like this is a real 8 yards a carry.
Yeah, the average was closer to that on every run.
Yeah,
because he was making yards after first and second contacts, whereas most guys go down.
Yeah,
or B-Rob would go down. He would have some power and then fall after one burst, and that would be it. This guy's got agility. He's got quickness. Yeah. I love the fact that now we know how our offense has to operate for Jaden to have full success. Yeah. The ground game has to be there.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Because it didn't work against Atlanta. We saw that we didn't have the ground game as much, even though we broke a few, but you know, we didn't have the same players on the field, same quarterback either. But
Jaden really does bring this whole offense together. And so does the run game. I mean, last year we had the most success when we were running the ball. And I'm really impressed with this offensive line. They protected Jaden really well. and damn, they're blocking well. And you know, is anybody surprised that Bill has his first 100-yard game when John Bates is back in the lineup?
Your boy.
Anybody surprised?
I was
No,
thinking the
he
whole
had
time
that
was
was
Bradley's
bad.
boy is
There
back.
you
You
go.
know,
And he had a nice catch too.
did.
Bates
He had
had,
a great
you
catch.
know, nice 9-yard, you know.
What a great play. What a great play.
Yeah,
Everybody thinks
yeah.
you're gonna run out of the end zone, and it's a freaking loop-de-loop and dump off to the tight end. Oh, I loved it.
That was such a good play.
Yeah, on the 1-yard line.
That looks like it could work every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know what I like too is we had that 99-yard drive
Mm-hmm.
when we got the Mikey Sanders still got the interception on the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
I
Right.
thought they were going to score. I was like, oh God, they just drove down the field on us. They're going to score. And then boom, that's what happens to good teams.
Yeah.
Things happen in their favor.
Well, and that was a forced turnover. We haven't had a lot of forced turnovers, right?
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you guys hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. We got that.
Kind of the
Mistaken.
campground vibe, freezing
Yeah.
up, you know.
We can hear
I'm
you better
sorry.
than we can see you, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
Keep
You know-
talking, Donnie, while we got
Oh,
you.
that's all you need.
Your
You don't need to
picture's
see me.
perfect, though. You're in a big
You don't need to
smile,
see
you're
me.
having a good time. You're in a still
Yeah.
position.
I just that's good. That's good. That's probably the best view.
Yeah, it's not a bad
I'm just saying the
speed
two turnovers. You seem like they were both forced turnovers, and I was just so happy to see us win the turnover game for a change. You know, I think that
Yeah.
those were huge plays, even though we had one turnover of our own.
Yeah.
And let's give huge credit to the defensive line. They tipped that
Oh
ball
my
before it got
God.
intercepted.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Imagine that.
Right?
Definitely.
And like, think about it. The position that he was in to make that interception was really not where the ball was targeted for.
Yeah.
And without the deflection, it goes right
Mhm.
into the hands and it's a touchdown.
Definitely. I do want to go
Right.
back to the offense just before we talk to the defense, just for a little bit, because I've been really impressed with this O-line, not just pass blocking, but run blocking. But it's also it's not full yet. We still have reinforcements coming. Sam Cosmi
Mm.
will be back for either this game or the next game.
Mhm.
That should make your heart sing that our O-line is playing this good without one of our best pieces there. So, you know, the way we're blocking, the way we're run blocking, the way we're pass blocking. Ben Sinnott also shout out, because he is little John Bates over here, running and blocking his ass off. You guys,
You got
you know,
mini Bates and master Bates?
Yeah.
No.
Mhm.
sorry.
Oh, whoa.
Cut that out. I meant
I was,
Mr.
you know, that was anyway.
That was dark. That was dark.
we got an O-line that we can really, I think, be proud of. And like Tico said, we kind of found an offensive identity in this game. Running the ball, Jaden being accurate, Debo being involved. Zach Ertz wasn't really involved. And then we get Terry coming back. So I'm really excited about this offense moving forward. I didn't have a ton of concerns with the offense. There's a couple play calls I didn't agree with, right?
Mhm.
Like the second play of the game, we do a QB, run. I didn't love that play call. I understand why they're doing it, but you get a quarterback that's been hurt.
Yeah,
I didn't love it, but I understand why you do it. And then the other one that really ticked me off was 3rd and 9, and we do a screen to Jeremy McNichols.
Oh God, yeah.
Unbelievable play, right? Jeremy McNichols stiff arms the guy, runs over dude, first down. But that could have been a 1-yard gain if he gets tackled, right? Oh, and it just felt, damn, why are we doing a no blocking screen out to the flats? Didn't love that play call. So, there's still a lot of things to work on offense. I still want to see Jaden be just a little bit more accurate, leading the guys, right? Giving them a chance to run. A lot of them are here, and you can see the defenders swiping at the ball. Debo has those strong hands. He's making them catches. Like, that's so impressive to me. If that's out here, that's not even a contested catch. You know what I mean? And Debo could probably run for another 2 or 3 yards. Maybe escape a tackle.
He's got glue hands. I never realized he had such strong hands. I said that to a friend of
really
mine.
strong.
He just
Jalen
grabs the
Lane made
ball,
a nice catch like that.
pulls it in, protects it.
Yeah.
Bradley, what do you know about Tay Martin?
Big play Tay. I want to, practice squad guy.
Play tank.
He came in here and
Against the Falcons, he got his
he
first
had
start.
a catch against the Falcons, a first down against the Falcons, a first down in this game. Give me more Tay and give me less Chris Moore. Thank you very much.
Right.
Well, Chris Moore's got to. Chris Moore, he has to get the throws. He's going to have to drop a couple to get good. That's what happens.
I hope not. I hope not.
We lost Dad, but we're gonna
Jalen
keep
Lane.
on moving because
we'll pop
Chris
back
Moore is a 9-year veteran. I don't need him. If he was a rookie and he was taking his lumps, I'm all for it. If he's a young guy, get him off the field.
I'm thinking of the other guy. Who's our other receiver? Who's the rookie?
Jalen Lane.
Jalen Lane.
I got mixed up.
He's doing great. I don't. He had
he had that drop, right?
Drop is a strong word. I don't think this was Jaden's a great pass by Jaden. Welcome back.
Yeah, I mean, but now this is one of those that we're talking about Jalen dropping in the end zone.
Yeah,
to
okay.
me,
no, it wasn't Jalen didn't drop.
Chris Moore dropped it.
Chris Moore was Chris Moore or Jalen?
Chris Moore dropped.
It was Chris Moore. Okay.
Yeah, I got him confused.
Okay, Jalen didn't drop one. He had 6.
Not in this game.
No, he's got he had a 16-yarder.
I think that was a lot of people are going to talk about the forced fumble as the play of the game. I think that was the play of the game because that was 3rd and 16. 3rd and 16. We're down by 10. Jaden makes an excellent throw, 16 yards, first down, and we score a touchdown on that drive, and we're back in the game.
I love the way he crossed the line intentionally too to make sure he was over. Because they always come button hook back for those catches, and then they come back and they're over the line. And they're like, I didn't make it.
But let's move on to the defense because I know we want to talk about it. Two turnovers.
2 turnovers.
Huge.
And Marshawn Lattimore got some kind of, accolade for that game.
Absolutely.
I didn't feel like he got burned. He got burned.
It feels like
he played a tighter game. Yeah, he
feels like every other game Marshawn is plays well. And then, next game
you can see excitement when he got picked up when he landed on that fumble. He was like, "Oh God, thank you."
I needed
somebody be on my side. Yeah.
Yeah. But and then Mikey on the goal line stand.
Dude.
Come on.
Always around the ball. Always around the ball.
Yeah.
Mikey is a ball hawk. He's always around the ball, making plays.
I love it. It's almost was a weird game for me that I was like, are we doing this? Is this happening? Like it felt weird. Like it wasn't
it definitely was a weird
exciting,
game.
But when you hold a team 3 quarters with no scores, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And I think we've from last year, we've taken them for granted a little bit that they're supposed to be at that championship level automatically. And it's a new season.
Well, our first 3 games, we weren't that confident. We won the first, we lost our first game badly, right? To Green Bay.
No, we won the Giants. We beat the Giants.
Yeah, beat the Giants. So it was a false sense of security there. Then we get smoked, so we lose all confidence. Then we come back with Atlanta. Vegas, and we have this little moment of, okay, we beat a decent team, but not a great team. How good are we? And all of a sudden, we have to stand up to someone like Atlanta, who we should beat, and we don't.
Yeah.
So this was the sort of coming into our own now. We're finally figuring out where we are. I think by next 2 games, we'll know exactly what kind
of very well said, Eddie. Is like, we're 5 games in now. We're kind of a little bit behind the curve than other teams because we have had so many significant injuries. We don't really know. We haven't really known what we are yet. And this was the first kind of sense of, damn, wait, I'm seeing what we expected from this team.
What the coaches believe we are.
Yeah, exactly.
And San Diego was on a roll. Let's give our team, the kudos they deserve because San Diego came in 3-1.
Yeah,
they were their defense and their, Herbert's the real deal. He's been the real deal.
They are down some key linemen, right? And I think that helped us get our 5 sacks. They've got some injuries on the
Yeah.
O line. But I mean,
Five,
but 5 sacks. I'm not gonna
five,
squawk at five
So,
sacks.
five.
Yeah, one of the things I'm really excited about is this Jim Harbaugh defense is outstanding. This is one of the better defenses in the league.
Yeah, right.
Like what we can really like our, and you saw that in the first quarter when we went 3 and out twice, but then Jaden had his way with the rest of the game. So I'm really, really happy about that. What I think that my big concern and why I think this game is a beautiful, gorgeous, nicely painted porcelain mask is that this defense looked really good. And I think it was a little fake. As Dad said, they were missing their starting 2 tackles, and it got worse for him. 2 linemen went out in the middle of the game early. And it makes me nervous. It makes me nervous because we have yet to play well against a team with a good offensive line. When Eddie just went through the games, we beat the Giants, bad O line, and injured. Green Bay, we got smoked on defense.
We got smoked.
We play Las Vegas. Consensus, one of the worst O lines in the league.
Right.
We play great.
We look great.
Atlanta, good O line. We get smoked. Chargers, banged up O line. And guess what happens? 5 sacks, and we look great. The secondary relies on pressure. And this is true for any team, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But it's so
glaring.
Glaring when it's not there. That concerns me. And damn, was Justin Herbert able to carve us up when he had time? I mean, the soft zone is really, really hard to watch because dudes are open constantly. There was a time in this game, and LA had some horrible penalties. There was a time in this game where they converted a 2nd 15 and a 2nd and 25 on back-to-back plays that got called back because of an illegal motion and a holding penalty. Right? Yeah. That's not on us. We'll take it.
We'll take it.
The fact we'll take it. 2nd and 15 and 2nd and 25.
That's crazy.
That's scary. Crazy. That's a little scary, right?
But the good news is that Keenan Allen didn't just go off all game. You know what I mean? He only had 58 yards, which
right. But the stat line doesn't tell the story, right? Because I think Keenan was the recipient of the 15. That's 68 yards. That's a whole lot different, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a first down. Who knows what happens on the rest of that? They had to punt on that drive, right? Like, there are things that you see in this game that were like, I don't love that going forward, right? If they didn't get a penalty on that drive, 2nd and 25, are you fucking kidding me?
And
you know what I mean?
And what you're saying is correct. And good things happen to good teams. They're in the right place at the right time.
The Eagles. The Eagles had a couple rough calls against them. Yes. So good teams.
Yeah.
Good teams also get bad calls. Yeah. Deebo Samuel had a glaring pass interference. Like the dude hugged him and no call. Right.
No call. They're not going to get every call right. And that's why you can't rely on the refs. You cannot rely on the refs.
Right.
But we did. That's what I'm saying.
Tressway
did. That's what I'm saying, Tico.
That Tressway penalty when
huge.
We didn't really rely on them. We capitalized on it.
We capitalized on them.
Well, sure. However you want to say it. But but my point is this defense and this game was very capitalized upon penalties and forced forced or unforced errors by the Chargers that makes me nervous that this 3-score victory, 5-sack, 2-turnover game is
a facade.
When we say, wow, this defense played amazing, I would say, my commandment last week was defense surprised me.
Ooh.
I wasn't surprised.
So I said last week, I
wasn't surprised
with them to under 20.
which I scoffed at, Tico.
And
Yeah.
I know.
What was
I know.
mine,
And
Tico?
I said, thou shall score over 30. I was 3 away from
Nice.
that.
Oh, it was close. It was close.
I was
What
3
was
away
mine,
from that.
Tico?
And we did hold them under
Yeah.
20.
So
What were the commandments last week?
What was mine?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I didn't go back
Yeah,
and
We,
look.
we don't have the notes.
I've been writing. Oh yeah, we
yeah.
don't have the notes,
But yeah, I just I'm just I'm not surprised that we got 5 sacks against a bad team, a bad offensive line, and I'm not surprised we got 2 turnovers. You know what would surprise me is if we did that against the Bears, right? Because this team that we're going to be facing and the next team, the Cowboys, although they're down a couple players too, but we're going to be facing some good O-lines. And I'm not hitting the panic button because what we're seeing is progress. I'm saying this defense is still a little doo-doo garbage can. However, what we're seeing is movement in the right direction. And that's what I'm happy. I think Joe Witt had another rough game. I watched Mikey Sandersdale on 3rd and 5 run backwards 40 yards. And then the guy he's covering turns around and catches a 5-yard pass for a first down. And I'm asking myself, what the hell is the scheme call there?
Right.
That is ridiculous to me.
Right.
How are we not defending the first down? And that's a Joe Witt Jr. Gripe, but 2 turnovers, 5 sacks, we're headed in the right direction.
It's not perfect. It does. If this were the Super Bowl, guess what?
We'd be champions.
And that's what happens. Breaks, issues, bad penalties, bad breaks. We lose a player on the front line.
Right.
Changes the whole dynamic of the game. You know what? I'll tell you what I was excited about. This is the first game in a while where we went 3 and out in the first or one or two possessions that we actually turned it around and came back and finished strong. Usually we knuckle under and we never make a change in the half. This is like the first time I think we actually pulled that off.
Well, what are you guys?
this
What are you guys thinking about Chicago? This is the team that we had the infamous, the famous
Hail Mary.
Yeah.
They
and
want
it's
revenge.
a year later. It's the next year.
Hail Noah, right? It was the whole Hail Noah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember, we were up last year and we let them come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Can't do that.
I think old quarterback is a little better this year. He's got a little more confidence. He's
looks
still
good.
He's got his nails painted.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know,
Are we at home? I think we're at home too, right?
We are at home.
We are at home.
Yep.
All right, so we didn't have that before, so we should have.
No, you're home.
No, we were home. We were home for the Hail Mary
We
too.
were
Yeah,
home
we
for the
were.
Hail
Yeah.
Mary. So what do you guys
Yeah.
think? What are you feeling like? I'm feeling like a win. I'm feeling it's gonna be a tough game.
You said Bradley, you said they got a strong O-line too.
Well, they're another team that's like, who are they? What are they? We don't really know. They're coming off a bye.
Yeah.
They looked really bad in the first game, and the last 2 games they looked pretty good. They over the offseason, what they focused on was beefing up that O-line. I got some guys right here. I have the probably not guys that you would would jump out, but Joe Tooney played for Kansas City. They got him in the offseason. Jonah Jackson's another great. Drew Dalman. So they got some guys up on the front who are kind of like, I think they're starting to work together. You know what I mean? Like they took a little bit to get together, but that was one of their big offseason focuses, kind of like ours was.
Like us, yeah.
Caleb got sacked a lot last year, and this year they were like, we need to strengthen that. They also have an old friend in Ben Johnson, who we wanted as head coach.
Yeah, we did.
And who we destroyed in the divisional round of the playoffs last year. So he's going to be wanting some revenge. And they have some excellent skill players. And I think that's where the strength of this offense is the O-line and the skill players. Something we didn't talk about in the
last year he was gone. He was already gone to the Bears, right?
Nope.
It was the year before we got DQ.
Nope.
He stayed. He didn't want to leave the Lions.
He wanted to win a Super Bowl.
That's why we didn't get him.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
He did stay. He did
So-
stay. He did stay.
Yeah. So
You're
one of
right.
the things that we didn't talk about in this game against the Chargers was the run defense. Again, gentlemen, it's
Oh,
it's there. You know, what's funny is I was thinking about this. A defense, last year's defense, like we can really hang our hat on that. This is a better defense because when you are able to shut down a running game, the rest of the game, and you see it through us,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
When we get a running game going, the rest of the game is easier. When you're able to shut down a running game, it makes the game harder to play.
yeah.
Because
just a fact.
it's one dimensional for the other
Right.
team
Yeah.
now. They're forced to pass. Yeah.
And they have a guy named DeAndre Swift, who's a great running back,
Oh,
but
yeah.
does not scare me one bit because I think Javon Kinlaw and Daron Payne are playing better than any defensive lineman in the dang league right now. They are,
And that's who
balling out.
made his mark is Kinlaw. Kinlaw made his mark against the
Yeah.
Chargers.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
had his best game of the season for sure.
yeah.
So those guys up front and Johnny Newton with the tip, like
With the tip.
these guys are playing really well. So I think that will make this game a little bit more one-dimensional. And Caleb, I think he'll struggle being one-dimensional. However, he's been really good at throwing the ball, and they have some really strong receivers. They got DJ Moore. They got Roma Dunze in his second season playing really, really well. And they have a rookie in Luther Burton. So our DBs are going to have their hands full with these players. And if we don't get pressure on Caleb, who is phenomenal at getting slippery and moving around and extending a play and hitting somebody on the run, that's his superpower. He's, I'm concerned about this RDBs versus their skill players.
Now you're scaring me. I had us as a sure win, and now you're like I'm questioning myself.
I think
That's
this
my
is
big
kind of
concern
an
for this
even
game.
match. I think this is kind of an even matchup. I think we kind of measure up with these guys.
Yeah.
Every week I bring it up. I think, it really comes down to individual matchups of players and the situations that arise and how they react. And, sometimes you get beat, and that's the difference between a pick six and, you know what I mean? Like we always sit there and say like, oh, these guys are going to play this way, but every moment it changes. So I think these guys are matched to us. They're kind of equal. Quarterbacks are kind of equal. These are 1 and 2, right? These are the two guys from that draft, right?
Yeah.
Could have had Caleb,
they're scoring pretty much an average of about 23 to 25 points a game.
Yeah.
They beat the Cowboys 31-14 back on September 21st, right? So they can score even in, they still got 21 points against the Lions, even though they got blown out 52 to 21. So we're going to still have to, I believe, we're still going to have to get 30 points averaging this year. We're going to have to average around 30 some points against everybody.
I think that scoring points in this game is going to be huge because I think they're going to score some points. And they got a good defense too. I don't think their defense is as strong as the Chargers is, but they got Montez Sweat, I know we know him very well. They've got some good DBs. They got Jaquan Brisker and Kevin Byard and Kyle Gordon and Elijah Hicks back there that are solid, really solid players. And Grady Jarrett is a good defensive tackle, defensive tackle. Brisker's the one who came up and batted the ball in the air, was taunting the fans. That was a rough game for him, but he is a good player. And I think he's got a chip on his shoulder for sure. I mean, this whole team does. They want revenge and they want it bad. So I'm not
trying to get it.
I think we can run on this team. I think Jaden can pass on this team. If we have Terry back, I feel even more confident because Terry blew these guys out last time. I mean, he was fighting dudes. It was awesome.
They got our old friend. They got our old friend from last year.
Yeah, they do got
Olamide
OZ.
The Kiss.
Oh yeah.
And he's been doing all right.
Been doing all right.
Doing all right over there.
So this might look like sort of what we expected the Chargers game to look like real high scoring, and whoever
It could be.
outscores the other
Could
team
be. You
ends
never
up
know.
pulling out the win.
They're coming off a bye too, so
They're
they're well
coming off a bye. They
rested.
should be well rested. I'm hoping that we didn't have too many banged up guys after San Diego. We had a
get an
long
extra
trip.
day. We
Well,
get an
so
extra
We
day,
get an
right?
extra day. It's Monday
Monday.
night
Yeah.
game under the lights.
So we'll find out tomorrow what the injury report is, Tico. But
Yep.
this was kind of the first game. I was like, we didn't walk away with any season enders or
Yeah.
significant injuries. In fact, we got John Bates back. We got
Yes.
Jaden back.
Yes.
Terry, Noah, Cosme. Those guys are all getting healthy. It might be this game. It might be against Dallas, but we have reinforcements on the way. If we can hold out, we're 3-2, guys.
With
We've been
3-2.
so
With
injured.
3-2.
And we're
With
3-2.
3-2.
If we can win this game and the next one, like, we're in a really good position getting everybody back and getting into the groove of things.
We belong in the championship again. We belong there.
Absolutely.
We got that's
oh,
no.
We lost you for a second. What was that, Taco?
That's got to be the standard. Somebody's keeps trying to.
Oh, someone's calling you.
Yeah.
I mean, the NFC seems like a gauntlet this year, gentlemen. There's some good teams in this division, in this conference this year.
It's parity. It's parity all around. The Bucks,
like we are all
Bucks are
lined up
doing
to play
great.
all of the good teams right now.
Seattle, the Niners, the
Niners
Rams
are doing good, even
Eagles,
though Purdy's
Cowboys.
Seattle,
our whole division is
Lions,
better than
Green Bay, like these.
Rams.
This is a conference. I think like the AFC has been kind of the powerhouse for the last couple of years, and it's kind of flipped this year.
It's swinging a little bit.
Yeah,
Kansas City struggled. Baltimore's struggling.
Weird.
Cincinnati's struggling. Yeah.
I feel like we have a good
Cincinnati's
chance to win this division this year.
The Dolphins are weird.
Chargers are weird.
Yeah.
Patriots are a little scary. They're 3-2 like
they
us.
are scary. They're looking good at the right time.
But they have one of our players too. They have one of our players.
Oh,
Danny.
he went down. Well, prayers up for Antonio Gibson, who blew his knee this weekend. That was sad.
He did. Is he out for the season?
He's out for the season. Yeah.
Oh man, he's just one of those good guys.
I know. I always want. Like there's some guys that I'm like, get out of here. And I never felt that way about AG. He got a bad. He fumbled. Had a fumble.
Fumbled a couple times, but he was. A converted wide receiver.
Yeah.
So listen,
Montez
guys,
is another one that I'm always rooting for. Montez.
Yeah,
I like Montez a lot.
Except next week.
Except next week.
So listen, thou shalt dominate for 4 quarters and outscore them.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
That's good. Okay.
All
right. Can you hear me? I'll go if you can hear me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, thou shalt keep winning that turnover battle.
Ooh,
I'm hoping we started something this week. I want to win the turnover battle every week, because I think when you're looking at 2 high scoring teams like that, both teams have the ability to score on every drive. Winning the turnover battle can be the difference maker.
Yeah.
Thou shalt keep winning the turnover battle.
I have mine.
Go for it.
Thou shalt protect Jaden Daniels' knee.
Cool.
Please.
Do not take all these unnecessary runs, Jaden.
You
run if you have to.
Yeah. And he looked good in his runs, and he was getting down. There was a couple
times. He was getting down, man. He was getting on.
There was one.
He took a couple of them too far.
There was one that I think he could have gotten down for.
The one where he was twisting and turning.
Yeah.
Even Brady said, live to see another day.
Yeah. There was, but he slid like 3 or 4 times.
He did.
That maybe he wouldn't in the past, but my commandment. Yeah. My commandment. I feel, it's funny because I feel like we're all 4 of us are kind of saying the same things as we always say. Dad, you've been harping on the turnover battle.
I know I have.
So you're always saying like we need to score more, dominate. Tico, you're always talking about injury. And I'm going to talk about something I've been talking about all season, which is I want to see the DBs play well. I want to see Marshawn play 2 good games in a row. I want to see Trey Amos, be man. I want to see man on man. I know that we got beat before in man on man, and I think Joe Witt's a little scared to do it. But I hate this zone. I hate when a guy catches the ball uncontested. At least
Yeah.
in man, if you get a pass interference, you were fighting for it. If you know what I mean, like I don't know. I don't know. So
well, it all depends on who the defender is. If it's one of our best guys and he's not going to let the guy get free, Lattimore tends to let guys go because he's going for the pick.
I don't know.
This is his, you know, this is his first time having an off season with us. You know, coming back healthy.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for him to get better.
Yeah.
Better.
So DBs shall play a well-rounded game and limit the explosives of Chicago.
Got it.
Sweet.
Very good.
Let's do our picks.
Oh,
What are we thinking?
yeah.
I'm going win. Do we need to pick? Do we need to do scores? We don't need scores, do we?
We don't need scores, but
I don't know. You like to
doing
do scores, Tico.
yeah.
I'm just saying, this is a win for us.
I'm gonna go loss. There was a lot of things I saw last week that scared me. I don't love this matchup, and I picked a loss last week and we won. So
I know. Oh, so I see. I was gonna say
so
they proved you
I
wrong.
might just keep doing that and see what happens.
Okay.
Whatever it is, man. Look, keep proving me wrong. Like, please, gosh, please, I want to win this game so freaking bad. This one, like, we need to get on a roll, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if we win every other game,
it's like win loss. Yeah,
right.
We got to get on a heater, and once we start rolling, I feel like this season can really, really heat up. And it starts Monday night. It starts freaking Monday night.
Okay. I'm going Washington 32-18.
Why are we doing scores? I thought we were just picking wins.
Tico picks the scores. He's the only one. He's okay.
All right. I'm saying that I think we're going to pull out a win.
Awesome.
But it's going to be something really unique. It's going to be something that no one's ever seen. It's going to be Hail Mary to the end zone.
A second Hail Mary to beat Chicago.
It'll be
double Mary.
Chicago fans.
Did you do your commandment, Eddie?
We all did commandments.
Yeah, we did commandments.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Good game.
Yep, that was a fun one.
What time is the game this weekend? Is it early, late? What is it?
Monday night.
Monday night.
Oh, it's fuck. That's right.
5 something.
Excuse me.
Bleep that.
No worries. That's a wrap for this episode of Command West. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and tune in next week. We hope you had just as much fun listening as we did, bringing you the latest and the greatest on the Burgundy and Gold. Peace.
See ya.
5:15 Monday, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time.